Hi everyone, my name is Michael Ozaki, and this is Three Questions, a time when we sit down and have contemplative conversations with normal members of our community in the hopes of hearing God's still small voice through each other, even when we are distanced more than we would like to be at this time. Now, this week we're sitting down with Nancy, and I don't know if you've ever met someone who, the moment they walk in the room, you just feel more at ease, like things are going to be okay. Like there is this wind of grace that kind of moves with them and you get to breathe in. That's Nancy. But what's fascinating about this conversation to me is how she talks about the turmoil that is inside of her, the anxiety and the fears and the tension that she holds. It occurs to me that part of the grace of God is that even when we are feeling that, there's a way of faith that means we can still be pouring out grace and healing to others. It's almost like it can be transformed. So now enjoy Three Questions with Nancy Dreshel. The first question is just to help us be introduced to you. And so I would like you to say your name, and then for 1 minute without stopping, continue the sentence, I am.
Okay. I am Nancy Dreshel. I am a mother and a wife and a daughter and a sister. I am a veterinarian. I'm a teacher. I'm an advisor. I'm a mentor. I am a child of God. I'm a Christian. I am not used to talking about myself. I am happy to be here. I'm okay. I'm trying all the time. I am ready for a minute to be up. I am at peace. I am really, really lucky. I'm very grateful for what I have. And
That's a minute.
Done.
Nancy, you tell me about a time that you have experienced God's freedom.
I guess I definitely, like everybody else always says, it just seems so kind of rote, but I experience God in the outdoors the most. And I guess the time that I've experienced God's presence is probably the same as when I've experienced God's freedom. But there was a time when I was in vet school. I was at Cornell. I went there, and there was a wooded area called Sapsucker Woods. It's still there. It's where the Laboratory of Ornithology is, and I was in a pretty bad place. I was depressed. I was really down and out and tired, and had gone out to walk, and was walking and finally just sat down, and it's like, what do you want from me? It's like I prayed, and like I've done before and like I've done since, but this time it was just like, okay, why am I here? What am I doing here? And like I'm just sitting there, and really it was like, whoa, it's like I didn't hear it, but I heard God speak and say, get up, go forward, put one foot in front of the other, and just keep going. And it was, and I had to get up. I'm like, well, maybe I should sit with this. It's like, no, I think I have to go. I have to stand up. There was no control over it. It's what I had to do. And I was like, wow, this is what people talk about. This is like, wow, this is God speaking to me. And it wasn't, like I said, I didn't hear it. But it was different. It was different than my own brain, like physiologically making these, words in my head. It was, and I'm like, this is, you hear about people being born again. It's like, wow, I've been born again. I really felt that. Haven't felt it since. I definitely feel God's presence on the wind and on the breeze. But that was like boom. And not that I've never doubted since then, or that I've never questioned since then, but it was like I felt that. It was pretty cool.
I would imagine in that situation, most people are speaking to God are looking for a solution. But it sounds like you didn't get a solution.
No, I
You
got no
something else.
solution. It was just like keep going. It's like it was a validation maybe that what I was doing was okay. That keep moving forward. You're where you need to be right now, and keep moving. So,
Did the hardness go away?
Oh yeah. Oh, everything went away then. Well, for that hour, or maybe that afternoon. I don't know. Yeah, life still was pretty bad after that for a while. But yeah, like at that moment, everything went away. It was just like, whew, I can breathe, and I don't have to be in this bad place right now. It was cool.
Yeah. It reminds me of the story of when Jacob is wrestling the being, and right, he's afraid because his brother's coming. He's afraid because he's not sure if he's doing the right thing, and he wrestles with this being, right, who then gives him a blessing and a name, and then sends him in the direction that he was going to go anyways. But there's something different about it, right? And he's able to do it.
Yeah, when we talk about freedom, I guess that it was very freeing. It was like, okay, and for right then, it was like good. Yeah. Not like everything was all better after that at all, but for then, and it was like having that validation right then was what I needed.
Yeah. Has there been a time in your life that you have experienced significant forgiveness, either giving or receiving?
Nothing that was hard to forgive. People have like I said, people have reasons for doing what they do, and I think most people don't try to go out of their way to hurt people. So as far as me offering forgiveness, as far as being offered forgiveness, yeah, I can't say I've never done anything to hurt anybody else.
Do you think are you someone who easily forgives?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I try not to hold grudges. I mean, I'm sure I do in ways, and I remember everything. It's not like
the forget part of it isn't going to happen.
Yeah, the forget part doesn't help, but or doesn't happen. But yeah, I don't hold it against people necessarily. So yeah, I don't know.
The first thing you said was about forgiving yourself.
Yeah, it's hard to forgive yourself. It's hard to let go of things that you feel like you've done wrong, or hurt other people, and yeah, but I think that's a constant thing I work on.
Why do you think it's easier to forgive others than it is to forgive yourself?
Yeah, I wish I knew. Yeah, I guess I can make up more reasons for other people. I can say, well, this was going on in their life. And even for myself, I know, well, this is going on in my life. But, yeah, I don't know.
Do you think God has an opinion about how we treat ourselves in the same way that God has an opinion about how we treat others?
I do. I think God thinks we should treat ourselves well. I really do. I always feel like when, the golden rule, right? Treat others as you would have them treat yourself. It's like, well, we should probably be treating ourselves pretty well then. And yeah, I tried to. But, yeah.
I still need you, Father, trusting in this great unknown. I still need you, Mother, comfort me until we're home. I still need.
What are you seeking liberation from right now?
Right now, it'd be nice to be liberated from the pandemic. It'd be nice to be able to go anywhere I wanted and get together with anybody I wanted. I don't know if that's seeking, because I don't feel like I have a whole lot of control over that.
What would you do if you had it?
If I had liberation,
Like if
I
were
could go
free-
anywhere,
Yeah.
I'd fly to California and see my son for Thanksgiving. And I'd go see my mom and have dinner with her in her apartment, and without masks, and give her a big hug, and bring all our family together in one place. And yeah, family-wise, we don't hang out together a lot, but we're close when we do, and so that's been hard.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with us to make this time more complete?
No, this has been really nice, actually, talking to people. This is closer than I've been for a while to anybody that I don't know really well. Yeah, so that's been nice. And it's been really nice having the windows open and the rain falling. And yeah.
And the last question is, thinking back on all you have heard in this time, how would you sum it up in just a couple words?
Liberating, actually. So maybe that Jubilee theme is playing into this somehow. I don't know.
Nancy, thank you very much for being here with us.
No, thank you.
It was a pleasure.
It is a pleasure.
Mother, father, sister, brother, I believe we need each other.
I wasn't too excited about it to begin with.
And I was so excited when Nancy's here. I was like, yes, she's gonna be so funny here when you have to say it.
I don't know.
I feel like you're such a blessing to me. Like, I feel like the times that I'm anxious and I enter into Kayan meetings, I'm just like, you're always the one that I feel like brings me peace. The things you say, I just am like, Nancy said it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay.